between the West Fargo Packers and the Moorhead Spuds. The Packers are coached by head coach Barb Fisher and Matt Steiner, assistant coach Sarah Montpleasure, diving coach Maren Selvold. Packers team captains Anna Montpleasure, Liv Henninger, Cordia Rarick, Maya Steinkopf, Ollie Gay, and Morgan Bentz. The Spuds are coached by head coach Pat Anderson, assistant coach Kristen Fry, assistant coach Kara Schmitz-Olsen, assistant coach Jeff Schneider, and diving coach Josh Starkweather. The Spuds team captains Abby Ellingsberg, Jane Ellison, Isabel Sneed, Kennedy Olson, and Ava Rogers. Officiating this meet tonight is referee Tom Potter and starter Ann Schmitz. Please rise, remove your hats, and pay the respect traditionally accorded to the flag of the United States of America as we play our national anthem.
Good evening. Welcome back to Spud TV. Tonight we have the swim meet between the West Fargo Packers and the Moorhead Spuds. Head coaches for the Packers, co-coaches are Matt Steiner and Barb Fisher. Assistant coach, Sarah Montpleasure. Diving coach, Maren Selvold. Captains, Anna Montpleasure, Cordia Rarick, Morgan Bentz, Ollie Gaby, Liv Hedinger, and Maya Steinkopf. The Moorhead Spuds are coached by Pat Anderson, assistant coach Kara Schmidt-Olsen, Jeff Schneider, Kirsten Frey, and diving coach Josh Starkweather. The captains for the Spuds are Jade Ellison, Kennedy Olson, Abby Ellingsberg, Ava Rogers, and Isabel Sneed. Tonight's officials are referee Tom Potter and starter Ann Schmitz. First event this evening is going to be the 200 Junior Varsity IM Relay. And as they're getting all ready, girls are coming towards the block. The Spuds are 11-0 overall for this season, and the Packers are 5-0 for duels. Lane 1 is going to be empty for this first heat. Lanes 2, 3, 5, and 6 are going to be Spuds. Lane 4 is going to be a Packer heat. Again, this is the 200-yard medley relay junior varsity heat. In lane 2 for the Spuds, we have Emma Hancock, Haley Skeldum, Abby Sneed, and Madeline Ray. Lane 3 for the Spuds, we have Emily Munson, Brooklyn Johnson, Callista Zamara, and Jade Ellitson. Lane 4 for the Packers, we have Helena Stanton, Andy Stewart, Peyton Olson, and Evie Jacobson. Lane 5 for the Spuds, we have Kate Carvel, Haley Paulson, Annika Haber, and Danny Schlichting. In lane 6 for the Spuds, we have Sydney Scarrood, Emma Netlin, Courtney Haber, and Bryn Jacobson. Lane 6 is full of divers for this event. Looks like the freestylers are ready to jump in for their respective teams. Lane 3 and 6 are in. Lane 5 just jumped in. Lane 2 for the Spuds and the Packers. Lane 3 for the Spuds, followed by lane 6 for the Spuds. Lane 3 is Emily Munson, Brooklyn Johnson, Callista Zamara, and Jade Ellitson. Lane 3's winning time was 2:25.08. Followed by the divers, lane 6. Their time was 2:32.65. Now we have the 200-yard medley relay. This is the varsity heat. This looks like a full heat. We'll have the Spuds in lanes 1, 3, and 5, and the Packers in lanes 2, 4, and 6. Lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Olivia Roldson, Abby Ellingsberg, Sydney Olson, and Kennedy Olson. Lane 2 for the Packers, Ellie Nelson, Sadie Waveren, Rachel Coons, and Heidi Unser. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Eva Rogers, Abby Ishog, Elena Janke, and McKenna Carvala. Lane 4 for the Packers, Liv Hedinger, Ella Montplaisir, Mara Lick, and Maya Steinkoff. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Bella Myers, Maddie Shue, Amani Hebert, and Jenna Brendemule. And lane 6 for the Packers, we have Emma Boying, Addison Iverson, Cordia Rarick, and Laura Iverson. Moorhead's lane 3 has a slight edge over the Packers lane 4 at the moment as they're coming in, and the Spuds lane 3 out touches the Packers lane 4, followed by lane 1 for the Spuds for third. The winning relay there for the Spuds was Ava Rogers, Abby Ishog, Elena Jenke, and McKenna Carvala. Second place was the Packers of Hettinger, Mount Plaisir, Lick, and Steinkopf. Spud's winning time was 1:53.96. Packers' second place time was 2:22.89. Event 3, we have the 200-yard freestyle junior varsity heat. This is a full heat. Of the Spuds in lane 1, Annika Haber. Lane 2 for the Packers, Peyton Olson. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Katie Yarber. Lane 4 for the Packers, Heidi Unser. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Bella Myers. And lane 6 for the Spuds, Lexi Ellefson. Like we have Katie Yarber out in front right now for the Spuds. Lane 3, Katie Yarber for the Spuds, taking first in that heat. Looks like lane 5 for the Spuds is going to be Bella Myers touching second. And it looks like third is going to go to the Packers. Lane 4, Heidi Unser. Katie Yarber's time was 2:17.96. Event 4 is going to be the 200-yard varsity heat. Heat 1 for the Spuds, Olivia Roldson. Heat lane 2 for the Packers, Rachel Coons. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Elena Jenke. Lane 4 for the Packers, Ella Mountplaisir. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Abby Esaug. And lane 6 for the Spuds, Sadie Wavrin. Elena Jenke for the Spuds in lane 3, out in front right now. Like Abby Esaug in lane 5 for the Spuds. Trying to catch her. Outside lane here, lane 1 also. Elena Jenke in lane 3. She took second in this event at sections last season. Elena Jenke for the Spuds in lane 3, touching first. Followed by lane 5, Abby Esaug second, and Packers in lane 4, Ella Mountplaisir taking third. Jenke's time, 2:02:02. Next event is the 200-yard IM Junior Varsity Heat. Lane 1 is going to be empty. Looks like an all-spud heat. Lane 2, we have Greta Bjorklund. Lane 3, Bryn Syrian. Lane 4, Callie Berg. Lane 5, Emily Munson. And lane 6, Callista Zamara. Girls finishing their butterfly, heading off for their backstroke. Lane 3, Bryn Syrian touching first, heading off to her breaststroke. Everybody's on their breaststroke now. Bryn Syrian turning to go to her freestyle, followed by Greta Bjorklund. All swimmers are on the freestyle now. Lane 3, Bryn Syrian. Second place, Greta Bjorklund in lane 2. Third place will go to lane 4, Callie Berg. Next event is the 200-yard IM varsity heat. Looks like lane 2 is going to be empty. Lane 1 for the Spuds, Kennedy Olson. Lane 3 for Moorhead, Anna Hoff. Lane 4 for the Packers, Ellie Nelson. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Maggie Howe. And in lane 6 for the Packers, Andy Stewart. Looks like Ariana Hoff was the first to flip and go into the backstroke in this heat. Looked like lane 1 and 4 touched at the same time there to turn and go into their breaststroke. This heat is being led by lane 3, Ariana Hoff. Ariana Hoff coming in to touch the wall. She will be first in lane 3. Spuds with the first place finish, followed by, looks like Kennedy Olson in lane 1 for the Spuds. Oh, nope. Lane 5 for the Spuds. Maggie Howe got second, followed by Kennedy Olson for third. Ariana Hoff's time in lane 3, her winning time was 2:18.60. Followed by Maggie Howe's time, 2:26. And Kennedy Olson's time, 2:29.60. Event 7, we have the 50-yard freestyle junior varsity, heat 1 of 4. Heat 1, in lane 1, we're going to have KM Jenkins for the Spuds. Lane 2 for the Packers, Taylor Halverson. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Kylie Krogan. Lane 4 for the Packers, Lily Martin. And lane 5 for the Spuds, Elena Leaf. Lane 5 for the Spuds, followed by lane 3 for the Spuds, followed by lane 4 for the Packers. Lane 1 was Elena Leaf, lane 2 was Kylie Krogan, or excuse me, second place was Kylie Krogan, and third place was Lily Martin for the Packers. Heat 2 of 4 for the 50-yard freestyle junior varsity heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, Ginger Garcia Ortiz. Lane 2 for the Packers, Helena Stanton. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Madeline Ray. Lane 4 for the Packers, Laura Iverson. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Kate Carvel. And lane 6 for the Packers, Evie Jacobson. Heat 5 touching first, followed by lane 3 second. Heat 3, 50-yard freestyle, junior varsity heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Abby Sneed. Lane 2 for the Packers, Addison Iverson. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Emma Hancock. Lane 4 for the Packers, Cordia Rarick. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Brooklyn Johnson. And lane 6 for the Packers, Aaliyah Graham. Packers, lane 4 winning that one, Cordia Rarick. Heat 4 of 4, last heat of the 50-yard freestyle, JV. Lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Danny Schlichting. Lane 2 for the Packers, Addison Smith. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Courtney Haberer. Lane 4 for the Packers, Anna Montplaisir. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Jade Ellitson. In lane 6 for the Packers, Haley Carling. Lane 3 Courtney Haberer for the Spuds. Followed by lane 4, Anna Montplaisir for the Packers. Event 8 is the 50-yard freestyle varsity heat. Lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Sydney Olson. Lane 2 for the Packers, Mara Lick. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Ava Rogers. Lane 4 for the Packers, Liv Hedinger. Lane 5 for the Spuds, McKenna Harvela. And lane 6 for the Packers, Maya Steinkoff. Close race, close race. Lane 4 out-touched lane 3. Liv Hedinger for the Packers, followed by Ava Rogers closely behind. Liv's time was 25:24 and Ava's time was 25:57. And we are going to take a break to get the pool ready now for diving.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
And we're back with diving. Bryn Jacobson is the first diver. Her first dive is 201C, back dive, tuck position, 1.5 degree of difficulty. Judges award 4.5, 4.5, 3.5. Next diver is Molly McMullen. Her first dive is a 201C, back dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.5.
Next diver, Molly McMullen, 201C, back dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.5.
Molly's dive is a 4.5, a 4.5, and a 5. We have 7 divers this evening. Our next diver is going to be Alexis Stuber.
201C, back dive, tuck position, degree of
Alexis dive is going to be a 201C, back dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.5. Alexis scores a 4, a 3.5, and a 5. Our next diver is going to be Sydney Scarrood. She's going to do a 201B, back dive, pike position, degree of difficulty, 1.6. Sydney's first dive, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. Next we have Courtney Haberer. She's going to do a 201A, back dive, straight position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Courtney's first dive gets a 6, a 6, and a 5.5. Next we have Emma Netland. She will do a 201C, back dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Oh, excuse me, 1.5. Emma's first dive, it gets a 5, and 5.5. Next we have Molly Docker from the Packers. Her first dive is a 201C back dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.5. Molly's first dive, 7.5, 6, 6.5. That completes round 1, and we will be back to Bryn Jacobson starting round 2. She's going to do a 101C forward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.2. Bryn's second dive scores a 5.5, a 5.5, and a 4.5. Next we have Molly McMullen. She will do a 101C forward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.2. Molly's second dive scores her a 3.5, a 4, and a 4.5. Next we have Alexis Stuber. Her second dive is a 401C inward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Alexis' second dive scores her a 5, a 6, and a 5. Next we have Sydney Scarrood with a 301B reverse dive, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Got some height on that. Sydney's second dive scores her a 6, 6.5, and a 6. Next we have Courtney Haber with a 202A back 1 somersault, straight position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Courtney's second dive, a 5, 5.5, 4.5. Next we have Emma Netlin with her second dive is a 202A, back 1 somersault, straight position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Emma's second dive scores her a 6, a 5.5, and a 5.5. And Mallory Docker with her second dive is a 101C forward dive, tuck position 1.2.
Forward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.2.
Mallory gets a 7, a 6, and a 7. And that concludes round 2. Starting round 3, back to the top, we have Bryn Jacobson with a 103B forward, half somersault, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Bryn scores a 4.5, a 4.5, and a 4. Next we have Molly McMullen for her third dive is a 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Molly's third dive gets a 4, a 3, and a 3. Next we have Alexis Stuber. Her third dive is a 402C, inward somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Alexis scores a 6, 5.5, 4.5. Next we have Cindy Scarrood with her third dive is a 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6.
Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Cindy scores a 6.5, a 5.5, and a 5.5. Next we have Courtney Haber with her third dive. It's a 401B, inward dive, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.5.
Degree of difficulty 1.5.
Courtney scores a 7, a 6, and a 5.5. Next we have Emma Netlin. Her third dive is a 5221D, back, 1 somersault, half twist, free position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Emma scores a 5, a 6, and a 5. And rounding out round 3 is Mallory Doctor, and she will do a 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Mallory scores a 7, a 6, and a 6.5. That completes round 3. And we're back to starting round 4. Bryn Jacobson. We have 5121D, forward somersault, half twist, forward position, free position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Bryn scores a 5, a 6, and a 5.5. Next we have Molly McMullen. Molly's fourth dive will be a 5121D, forward, half somersault, half twist, Free position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Molly scores a 4.5, a 3.5, and a 5. Next we have Alexis Stuber with a 301C, reverse dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.6. Alexis scores a 4, a 3.5, and a 4. Next we have Sydney Scarrood with a 5122D, forward, 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position, degree of difficulty, 1.9. Sydney scores a 5.5, a 5, and a 5. Next we have Courtney Haber with a 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.6.
Tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.6.
Courtney scores a 5.5, a 5, and a 5. Next we have Emma Netland with a 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault, pike position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Emma scored a 6, a 6, and a 6. Next we have Mallory Docker with a 301C, reverse dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.6.
Degree of difficulty, 1.6.
Emma scores a 6.5, a 6, and a 6. And that completes round 4. Starting round 5 with Bryn Jacobson. 401C, inward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.4.
Tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.4.
Bryn scores a 6, a 6, and a 5. Next we have Molly McMullen with a 401C, inward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.4.
Inward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty, 1.4.
Molly scores a 4.5, a 6, and a 6. Next we have Alexis Stuber with a 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault, Pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7.
Lexi scores a 5, and a 6. Next we have Sydney Scarrood with a 52-22D back, 1 somersault, 1 twist, forward or free position, degree of difficulty 1.9. Sid scores. Judges are talking it out. A 4, a 3.5, and a 4 for Sydney. Courtney's next dive is a 103B forward, 1.5 somersault, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Courtney scores a 6, 5.5, and a 5. Emma Netland, her next dive is a 301B reverse dive, pike position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Emma scores a 5, and a 5. And the last diver for round 5 is Mallory Doctor with a 401C inward dive, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.4. Mallory scores an 8, a 7, and a 6.5. That completes round 5. Back to our first diver, Bryn Jacobson. She will be starting round 6. We have a 402C inward, 1 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Bryn scores a 6, and a 5.5. Molly McMullen's last dive is a 402C inward, 1 somersault, tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.6. Molly scores a 4, a 4.5, and a 4.5. Next we have Alexis Stuber with a 51-21D. Forward, 1 somersault, half twist, free position, degree of difficulty 1.7. Lexi's last dive scores her a 5, a 4.5, and a 4.5. Sydney Scarrood, her last dive is going to be a 103B, forward, 1.5 somersault, pike position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Sydney scores a 6, a 6.5, and a 6. Courtney Haberer, her last dive is going to be a 51.22D, forward, 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position, degree of difficulty, 1.9. Courtney scored a 4, a 1, and a 3.5. Emma Netlin, her last dive is a 51.21D, forward, 1 somersault, half twist, free position, degree of difficulty, 1.7. Emma scores a 5.5, a 5, and a 5 for her last dive. And the last diver of the evening is Mallory Doctor for the Packers. Her last dive is going to be a 52.11A, back dive, half twist, straight position, degree of difficulty, 1.8. Mallory scores a 6.5, a 5, and a 6.5. And that concludes the diving portion. And there will be a short break as they get the pool ready again for swimming.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
All right, welcome back. We are going to start with event 11, which is the 100-yard butterfly junior varsity heat. This looks like an all spud heat. In lane 2, we have Greta Bjorklund. In lane 3, Katie Yarber. In lane 4, Callista Zamara. And in lane 5, we have Danny Schlichting. It appears we have a DQ. I'm not sure what lane. We will find out at the end of the heat. Lane 3, Katie Yarber touching first so far. Katie Yarber coming in for the finish. Most of the others have another 25 to go. Lane 3, Katie Yarber touching first. Gonna be close second here. I think lane 2, Greta Bjorklund out-touched lane 4, Callista Zamara. Katie Yarber's time was a 1:14.36. Disqualification in lane 3, which was Katie Yarber. That means Greta Bjorklund in lane 2 got the win there with a time of 1:26.44. We have event 12, the girls 100-yard butterfly varsity heat. This is a full heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Amani Hebert. In lane 2 for the Packers, Hallie Shotsky. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Ava Rogers. Lane 4 for the Packers, Anna Montplaisir. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Sydney Olson. In lane 6 for the Packers, we have Cordia Rarick. Sydney Olson in lane 5 for this event. Scored at sections. She took 9th place in this event. And we have lane 3, Ava Rogers for the Spuds, finishing first. Followed by Sydney Olson for the Spuds in lane 5. And in third, we have lane 4 for the Packers, Anna Montplaisir. Ava Rogers' time was 59.63, followed by Sydney Olson's time in lane 5 was a 1:08.31. coach was congratulating Ava Rogers on that swim, which was 59.63. I don't know if that was her first time under a minute or not, but nice swim regardless. And we have event 13, which is the 100-yard freestyle JV. Heat 1 of 4. This first heat is going to be an all spud heat. In lane 2, we have Kylie Krogan. In lane 3, we have Ginger Garcia Ortiz. In lane 4, we have Elena Leaf. And in lane 5, we have KM Jenkins. Lanes 3 and 4 flipping at about the same time. Lanes 3 and 4 coming in to touch the wall. Looks like lane 3, Ginger Garcia Ortiz is going to touch first, followed by lane 4, Elena Leaf, followed by lane 2, Kylie Krogan. Ginger's time was 1:24.15. Elena's time, 1:27.95. Heat 2 of the 100-yard freestyle. This is another all Moorhead heat. I have 3 on my sheet, but it looks like only 2 are going to swim this. In lane 2 for the Spuds, we have Madeline Ray, and in lane 3, we have Kate Carvel. So far, those 2 swimmers look pretty even as they flipped at the far end. Scoreboard has Kate Carvel a slight edge over Madeline Ray. It's going to be a close one. And Madeline out-touched Kate. Close race. $117.99 and $118.25. Very close race. Nice race, girls. Heat 3 of 4. This will be a full heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Lexi Ellefson. In lane 2 for the Spuds, Emma Hancock. In lane 3 for the Spuds, Emily Munson. In lane 4 for the Packers, Taylor Halverson. In lane 5 for the Spuds, we have Haley Paulson. In lane 6 for the Spuds, we have Abby Sneed. Emily Munson makes the turn first for the Spuds, lane 3. Emily Munson out-touching Haley Paulson. Emily Munson's time, 1:07.86. Followed by Haley Paulson with a time of 1:10.33. Third place goes to lane 1, which is Lexi Ellefson with a time of 1:14.11. The whole crowd cheering on the Packers, lane 4, Taylor Halverson, as she's coming in to finish. Emma Hancock finished 4th with a time of 2:57. We have Taylor Halverson of the Packers coming in to finish with the whole crowd cheering. Nice swim for Taylor. And the last heat of the 100-yard freestyle JV heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Jade Ellitson. In lane 3 for the Spuds, we have Bella Myers. Lane 4 for the Packers, Addison Iverson. Lane 5 for the Packers, for the Spuds, Maddie Shue. And lane 6 for the Packers, Emma Boing. We have Maddie Shue doing the flip first. She's in lane 5. Lanes 3 and 4, trying to catch her. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Maddie Shue is going to take first. Second place looks like it's going to go to lane 3 for the Spuds, Bella Meyer, followed by lane 4 for the Packers, Addison Iverson. Maddie's time was a 1:03.94. And next we have event 14, which is the 100-yard freestyle varsity.
100-yard freestyle varsity.
And in lane 1, we have Addie Ellingsberg for Moorhead. In lane 3 for Moorhead, we have Ariana Hoff. In lane 5 for Moorhead, we have McKenna Harvala. And in lane 6 for the Packers, we have Haley Carling. Ariana Hoff in lane 3 for the Spuds, flipping first. Followed by lane 1, Abby Ellingsberg. Ariana Hoff finished 5th at sections last year in this event. She's touching first for the Spuds. Followed by lane 1 for the Spuds, Addie Ellingsberg. And McKenna Harvala for 3rd. Ariana's time was a 54.61. And we have the 500 freestyle varsity. No JV heat of this one tonight. And in lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Olivia Roldson. Lane 2 for the Packers, Mara Lick. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Abby Esau. Lane 4 for the Packers, Rachel Coons. And lane 5 for Moorhead, we have Jenna Brendamule. Abby Esau in lane 3 out in front to start. Abby Esau has the school record for this event. She set that in 2019. I'm not sure that Abby has swam this. She has. She has a time, but she hasn't swam it very much this year. Lane 3, Abby Esog still holding the lead right now. Her sister, a former Spud, is lifeguarding Cassie Esog. The Bell Bank scoreboard right now has the Spuds at 78 and the Packers at 30. Abby's about halfway done. She's taking a larger lead over her teammate in lane 5, Jenna Brindamule. Abby's been holding at about 34, high 34 splits. It's a good pace. Jenna Brendamule in lane 5, still holding on to second. Olivia Roldson in lane 1, catching up. She's in 3rd place right now. Abby will be getting the bell here. She makes her way to the other end to finish her last lap. Abby Esog, lane 3, touching first. We have Jenna Brendamule for the Spuds, finishing second. Followed closely behind by her teammate, Olivia Roldson, for third. Abby's winning time is 5:40.67, followed by Jenna Brendamule's time of 5:54.89, and Olivia Roldson's time is 5:59.89. Lane 2 is a soft touch, so I'm not sure if lane 2 or 4 touched first for the Packers. Next event is going to be a junior varsity heat of the 200-yard freestyle relay. Looks like it might be an all Moorhead heat. See if any Packers are going to step up. think they're trying to figure out. There is supposed to be a Packer relay team. All right, I guess they had scratched, so this is going to be a JV heat of all Spuds. In lane 2, we have Ginger Garcia Ortiz, Kylie Krogan, Alana Leaf, and KM Jenkins. In lane 3 for the Spuds, we have Danny Schlichting, Lexi Ellefson, Haley Paulson, and Emma Hancock. In lane 5 for the Spuds, we have Abby Sneed, Annika Haberer, Madeline Ray, and Kate Carvel. And in lane 6 for the Spuds, we have Emma Netland, Bryn Jacobson, Molly McMullen, and Lexi Stuber. Again, that lane 6 is a divers relay. Let's see how the divers do against the swimmers. Lane 6, the diving lane, their exchanges are more pretty than the swimmers, I will say that. Even though they're not being judged by their dive-in on this event. Looks like lane 3 is coming in to finish. They will take first. That is the team of Schlichting, Ellefson, Paulson, and Hancock. Followed by lane 5. Followed by lane 6, the divers take third. Second place goes to Sneed, Haberer, Ray, and Carvel. And then event 18 is going to be the 200-yard freestyle relay varsity heat. Lane 1 for Moorhead, we have Kennedy Olson, Abby Ellingsberg, Sydney Olson, and Maddie Shue. Lane 2 for the Packers, Haley Carling, Addison Iverson, Olivia Gaby, and Anna Montplaisir. And lane 3 for the Spuds, Maggie Howe, Ava Rogers, McKenna Harvela, and Ariana Hoff. Lane 4 for the Packers, Ella Montplaisir, Ellie Nelson, Hallie Schotsky, and Maya Steinkopf. And lane 5 for the Spuds, Callie Berg, Katie Yarber, Bryn Syrian, and Greta Bjorklund. In lane 6 for the Packers, we have Peyton Olson, Andy Stewart, Helena Stanton, and Laura Iverson. for the Spuds. We have Ariana Hoff jumping in. Lane 1, Maddie Shu just did the exchange for her team. Lane 1, Spuds finishing first. Or excuse me, lane 3. Lane 1 finishing second. Packers finishing third in lane 4. The winning team of Howe, Rogers, Harvela, and Hoff. Winning relay time was 1:55.61. Excuse me, that was the Packers' time in third place. Spud's first place time was 1:45.76. Packers lane 6 just got DQ'd. I'm assuming it was an exchange violation. Next event is going to be the 100-yard backstroke junior varsity heat, 1 of 1. In lane 2 for the Spuds, Bryn Syrian. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Amani Hebert. Lane 4 for the Packers, Lily Martin. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Callie Berg. And lane 6 for the Spuds, Sydney Skyroad.
Third place with 117 points, Molly Mullen. Second place for junior varsity with 136 points, Alexis Stewart. And in first place with 139.3, Braden Jacobson.
And we have lane 3 finishing first, Amani Hebert. Followed by lane 5, Callie Berg. Third place goes to lane 2, Bryn Syrian. Event 20 is going to be the 100-yard backstroke varsity heat. In lane 1 for the Moorhead, we have Kennedy Olson. Lane 2 for the Packers, we have Ellie Nelson. In lane 3 for Moorhead, we have Elena Jenke. In lane 4 for the Packers, we have Liv Hedinger. Lane 5 for Moorhead, we have Maggie Howe. And in lane 6 for the Packers, we have Emma Boeng. First place finish goes to the Packers there, Liv Hedinger, followed by lane 3 for the Spuds, Elena Jenke. Liv Hedinger finished first in sections last season in the 100-yard backstroke. Liv's time was 59:37. Elena's time was 59:67. Very close race. Nice job, girls. Next we have the 100-yard breaststroke junior varsity heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Annika Haber. In lane 2 for the Packers, Evie Jacobson. Lane 3 for the Spuds, Brooklyn Johnson. Lane 4 for the Packers, Andy Stewart. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Haley Paulson. In lane 6 for the Packers, Helena Stanton. And we have results of the diving. The JV divers. In third place, we had Molly McMullen. In second place, we had Alexis Stuber. And in first place, with a score of 139.3, we have Bryn Jacobson. For the varsity, in fourth place, we had Courtney Haber with a score of 152 even. In third place, we had Emma Netlin with a score of 161.8. In second place, we had Sydney Scarrood with a score of 168.6. And first place varsity divers went to the Packers, Molly Doctor, with a score of 174.3. And after diving, the Bell Bank scoreboard is 91 Spuds, 33 Packers. Lane 3, Brooklyn Johnson coming in first, followed by lane 5, Haley Paulson for the Spuds. Third place goes to Andy Stewart of the Packers. That was the 100-yard breaststroke JV heat. Brooklyn's time was 1:27:08. Haley's time was 1:28:81. Event 22 is going to be the 100-yard breaststroke varsity heat. In lane 1 for the Spuds, we have Jenna Brendamule. In lane 2 for the Packers, we have Sadie Wavrin. Lane 3 for the Spuds, we have Abby Ellingsberg. Lane 4 for the Packers, Maya Steinkopf. Lane 5 for the Spuds, Maddie Shue. And lane 6 for the Packers, Peyton Olson. Addie Ellingsberg first so far. Close behind lanes 4 and 5, Packers and Spuds. From this angle, it looks like Packers are maybe in second place as they head towards the other end. Addie Ellingsberg, lane 1, or lane 3 is going to finish first. Like Maddie Shue in lane 5 out-touched Maya Steinkopf of the Packers. Packers taking third in that heat. Addie's time was 1:14.75. Maddie Shue's time was 1:18.43. And Maya Steinkopf's time was 1:19.39. And we have a 400-yard freestyle relay junior varsity heat. This appears to be an all-spud heat. In lane 3, we have Amani Hebert, Emily Munson, Brooklyn Johnson, and Callista Zamara. In lane 4, we have Lexi Ellefson, Haley Skeldum, Elena Leaf, and Ginger Garcia Ortiz. In lane 5, we have Kylie Krogan, KM Jenkins, Molly McMullen, and Lexi Stuber. Like lane 3 is coming in to make the lane exchange. Followed by lane 4. Lane 5, Jenkins exchanging. getting ready for an exchange as their next swimmer jumps in. Lane 3 just made their exchange. I believe that might be lane 3's last swimmer. Lane 4 has their last swimmer jumping in. Lane 4 might have been all divers. I know Sydney Scarroot and Courtney Haberer were the last two, even though they weren't listed. So not exactly sure who's in every lane. Lane 3 finished first though, and it says that that was the team of Hebert, Munson, Johnson, and Zamara. Teammates are cheering on the last swimmer as she's making her way towards the finish. And the last event of the evening is going to be the 400 freestyle relay varsity heat. Officials are talking about something, so we might have a ruling on that last relay, not quite sure. Lane 4 was disqualified on that last relay, which might have been the team of Ellefson, Skeldum, Leaf, and Garcia Ortiz.
barbell freestyle relay, varsity.
Last event here, lane 1 for Moorhead. We have Jenna Brendamule, Olivia Roltson, Katie Arbor, and Bella Myers. Lane 2 for the Packers, Sadie Waveren, Haley Carling, Cordia Rurik, and Anna Montplaisir. Lane 3 for Moorhead, we have Elena Janke, Abby Esaug, Maggie Howe, and Ariana Hoff. Lane 4 for the Packers, we have Mara Lick, Rachel Coons, Liv Hedinger, and Olivia Gaby. And lane 5 for the Spuds, Callie Berg, Bryn Sarian, Greta Bjorklund, and Jade Ellenson. Lane 3 coming in with Abby Esaug jumping in for her team, followed by the Packers lane 3, or excuse me, lane 4, Rachel Coons jumping in. Janke had a good lead for Abby Esaug for the Spuds. Maggie Howe stepping up for the Spuds, getting ready to jump in, and Cordia Rurik for the Packers. Spuds, Maggie Howe jumping in, making the exchange. Packers coming to the wall, lane 5. Excuse me, lane 4. Liv Hedinger jumping in. Crowd is chanting Moorhead relay. Maggie Howe coming to the wall as Ariana Hoff gets ready to jump in. There she goes. We have the Packers, Olivia Gaby. There, she just jumped in to make the exchange. We have Bella Meyer in lane 1 jumping in as the last member of her relay team. Lane 3 for Moorhead is going to touch first. That was the team of Janke, Esaug, Howe, and Hoff. Followed by lane 4 for the Packers, going to finish second. Team of Lick, Coons, Hedinger, and Gaby. Third place is going to go to lane 1 for the Spuds. Brendamule, Roldson, Garber, and Myers. Fourth place goes to the Spuds. Berg, Sarian, Bjorklund, and Ellitson. followed by the Packers team of Wavrin, Carling, Rarick, and Mount Plaisir. And as of now, the Bell Bank scoreboard is 99 Spuds, 66 Packers. And we'd like to thank you all for watching and tuning in tonight. And that concludes the end of this swim meet.